Hi everybody, so for this color theory practice sheet, we're going to be using our colored pencils. The reason we're using colored pencils is because they are easy to blend. So it is super important that you know about the color wheel when creating things in the art room. So let's talk color wheel. There's different groups of the color wheel that are used when you're creating your artwork. So to start, we want to start with our three primary colors. Our primary colors are colors that are not mixed to be made, which means these colors can make all of the other colors. So to start, our first primary color is red. So you're going to grab your red colored pencil and you're just going to fill in the box. What I want you to think about is the pressure that you are putting on the pencil. And what I mean by pressure is how hard or how soft you're pressing it into the paper. The lighter you press, the lighter the color will be. The darker you press, the darker the color will be. So think about that as you're moving through. If you go outside of the boxes too, it's totally okay. This is just a practice for your pressures. So red will go here, and we're also going to put red here because we're going to fill in our color wheel as we go. So just fill it in this top little diamond shaped piece. Our next primary is yellow, so do the same with yellow as what you did with red. And then you're going to fill in this diamond piece to the left. Our last primary is blue. And if you're unsure about what color it is, your colored pencils actually say what it is. So fill in blue. And then blue in this diamond piece over here. So what's nice about the color wheel is it's like a big giant math problem. So we have our math problems over here for our secondary colors. Your primaries together equal your secondaries. You can also tell by your color wheel over here. So red plus yellow equals what color? Now there's two ways to do this. You can take the actual orange colored pencil and color it in if you really want to, but what I want you to experiment with is mixing your primaries to get your secondaries. So you're gonna take your red, using a light pressure, press in this left diamond here, and then add your second primary on top of it to see if you can get orange. Just like that. Also over here, we're gonna do our math problems. So yellow plus our red equals our orange. So I'm gonna mix here and mix here, get that orange. If you wanna go back over it with your orange, just as a double, you could. So our next secondary, we're gonna take our blue and our red, and then we're gonna combine, and we're gonna get our purple. And then just the same up here in our color wheel, our red plus our blue is going here. So I'm gonna do this. Another trick too is if you lean your pencil to the side, you can get a really light value. There's my purple. And our last secondary, we're gonna take our yellow and our blue. So take your blue and put it in box 1. Take your yellow, box 2, and combine to get your secondary, which is green. If you find too that your color isn't quite right, keep layering your colors back in. So I think I went a little too dark with the blue here. So I'm gonna put more yellow over it just to get it to that really nice green. Same up here with your color wheel. We have our blue and our yellow. What you're really looking for too is a smooth box with all of that smooth color. So I'm trying to get it the same value throughout the entire box. Perfect, so there's that. So next what we wanna do is we wanna start filling in the circle of our actual color wheel, so up here. So you'll notice how the red tip is touching this box. So I'm just gonna fill in red here. Same with blue. Blue points out this way. Fill in your blue here. And yellow goes here. Our 3 primaries are now in our color wheel. Our secondaries are also touching our color wheel too. We have our secondaries over here, orange, purple, green. For the color wheel part, you don't have to blend your primaries. If you want to use just your secondaries, I'm totally okay with that. So you're going to go out to the next box. Notice how the tip of orange is touching this part of the circle. Same with your green. And our last secondary is our purple. Perfect. So our tertiary colors are going to be the blanks that you see in your color wheel. So for example, when you mix your primary with your secondary, you get a tertiary. So if you mix red with orange, you get red orange. So I'm going to take my colored pencil and do a layer of red, and then do a layer of orange on top. That's our tertiary color. So what you did here, you're also going to do here. So here's my layer of orange with my layer of red on top. And red orange is your actual color, just like that. So going around our wheel, next we have purple, which is a secondary, and red, which is a primary. Layer them and see what you get. There we go. So that's our purple, red. Sometimes this is also referred to as maroon. Next in our color wheel, we have the secondary of purple being added to the primary of blue. So grab those pencils. I have purple and I have blue, and layer them. There's my tertiary. Sometimes too, this is close to an indigo. So we have that purple blue. Next we have blue, our primary, plus green, our secondary. There we go, there's our blue-green. Sometimes it's close to or referred to as a teal. So next we have green, our secondary, with yellow, our primary. Perfect, so there's our yellow-green. And last we have orange, our secondary, mixed with yellow, our primary. So the last one is our yellow-orange. So now our color wheel is complete. What I'm gonna do, and if you want to do this, you can label it. So I'm gonna do my red, my blue, my yellow. My secondary is orange, green, and our purple. And then going around our wheel, you can just combine. So I have orange, red, red, purple, purple, blue, blue, green, yellow, green, and orange, yellow. You don't have to label, but if it does help you, it will help you with your monochromatic part. So next, I want to fill out our warms and our cools. So warms and cools is the time where your primaries and your secondaries are going to be mixed together, which means our warm colors remind us of our sun, and our cool colors remind us of ice or snow. So our warm colors are red, orange, and yellow. Primary, primary, secondary. So you're just going to fill in these boxes. Our cools are green, blue, and purple. We have our secondary, our primary, and our secondary. Fill those in. Sometimes purple can also be considered a warm color if there's more red in the purple. Next, let's work on complementary. So complementary colors are colors that are across from each other on the color wheel. So usually you just look at the wheel and see which one is across. So red's complement is green, yellow's complement is purple, and orange complements blue. So just pick one of those sets, whichever you want, and fill it in here. I'm gonna do our red and our green, but you can pick which one you want to do here. Complementary colors are also colors that look really nice next to each other. All right, analogous are colors that are besides each other on the color wheel. So you're gonna pick 3 colors that are next to each other on the color wheel. You can pick any 3. So you're just gonna do the colors that are right next to each other. Here's where the labeling might help you. So what I'm gonna do is just pick 3. So I'm gonna do red, red, purple, and purple. Fill in those boxes. And perfect. Monochromatic literally means mono, which is 1, and chroma means color. So what you're gonna do is pick 1 color, and this is where you're gonna experiment with your pressures. So how hard or how soft you're pushing on your pencil. You can pick any color for this. Left side is gonna be really, really light, so barely touch that paper with your pencil. Next box, push a little bit harder. Next box, push a little bit harder. You can also go back and forth, up and down with your pencil to get more layers. Next one, push a little bit harder, add more layers. And last one, you're pushing as hard as you can without breaking the pencil. So push, push, push. There we go. And then look at your whole spread of value here. If there's anything you need to adjust, go in and fix it now. So I think this box is a little too close to this box. So I'm just gonna fix and adjust by adding more layers and more color. So that's a little bit better. So here is your whole entire sheet. We are gonna keep this sheet throughout the entire school year to help us remember our color theory. What you will notice too in our color wheel is the neutrals are not in the wheel, which is our black, our gray, our white, and our brown. So those are not in the color wheel.